Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am actually recording earlier than normal today, but it is a very special occasion because today we get to take a look at the Void Cannon Premium in an honest attempt fashion. So I decided to take a look at this one first just because it is probably the coolest looking weapon from this update. And that's saying something because there are a lot of cool weapons in this update. Specifically, like the Dandy, the Two-Bit Gangster, they all look like stuff from Modern Combat 5, which is actually pretty interesting. So I'm going to flip this guy around. So let's take a look at the Void Cannon. It's got 380 damage at a fairly slow 180 RPM. I say fairly slow compared to some of the other stuff we've seen. 3% native critical chance, a significant amount of ammo, and it has a lot of potential special abilities like the lift anomaly, reload speed, damage versus vehicles, etc., etc. And today I am actually going to I'm gonna keep. So I've got the Barrel of Shame on. I've seen some people asking for reviews without hats. The idea is to make the gun as good as possible without using a secondary weapon. So I'm going to be using the Barrel of Shame to make the weapon as strong as possible, but if you really want to get an accurate representation, you can just take a quarter of the damage away, so 25%. Or, you know what? Forget it. We'll just do it no hat today. No hat for this one so we can get an exact representation of what this gun looks like. So let's go ahead and hop into a game. Now, I don't know if... Oh, you know what? It is not a splash damage weapon. Interesting. I probably wouldn't have used a controller. Probably wouldn't have synced up my controller if I knew it wasn't splash damage. But it didn't say it was splash damage, so I don't know why I assumed. It kind of looks like something with splash damage, you know? So while we're waiting for players here and none of this matters, let's just take a look at this guy. Oh my. I like this little particle effect there. Oh, I like that reload a lot. Oh my goodness. It's already up to 6 Fulgors. That's all it takes to get up to 6 Fulgors. If you can't make it to 6 Fulgors, then you are a poor weapon. Because if you have a nice reload animation, that right there is enough to get you above halfway. So now let's check out the killing potential on this thing. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and disconnect my controller really quickly just so that way I can track people a little bit better. Hey, what? We lost? Was there even a game to lose? You know, I got to start my morning with bagels today, guys. Have I ever told you about my favorite food theory? All of my favorite foods are round. I kid you not, I absolutely love bagels, love donuts. I eat bowls of food, so like Flame Broiler, Panda Express, I get the bowls. Lifesavers were my favorite candy. I don't know, I think this is all just a little bit too much to ignore. I eat cereal on a daily basis, eggs, but I eat them like sunny side up, so they're still circles. This is, I don't know. I'm learning things about myself right now, and it's interesting. So, let's take a look at the gun. The actual model for the gun is very small. It looks a little strange, but I'm actually happy about it, because more often than not, a model is way too big and you can barely see around you. And that's pretty obnoxious, so I'm happy to see that this gun is a fairly modest-sized one. I'm looking for somebody up here, but I think I'm just dodging. We're like dodging each other. I really dig the particle effect on this gun. It could benefit from that speed boost, so if you can crack the right cards and upgrade this guy to get the speed boost, that's probably your first priority. I'm telling you, I like that reload, but I think the particle effect that goes off once you hit something, see that? The little cubes, the little voxels that come off of it? That's probably my favorite part. Again, there was barely even a game to lose. I was kind of hoping that this was like a black hole launcher or something like that. It's like some sort of gravity altering effect. Thought that's what they were referring to by void, but it looks like it's powered by a void. Looks like it's got a void in the center of the gun. Reminds me of that one weapon from Destiny that I'm lapsing on right now. I'm gonna go after this. Well, here's all that action. Here's the action I was looking for. It was in the house. That's why I couldn't find it, because I wasn't in the house. Everybody in the Reckoning house. That's what this is. From now on, this house is the Reckoning house. That's what this is. Action house. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So 2 shots to kill a sniper, actually. That is pretty substantial. The point where I would start recommending the chef hat or its equivalent or the barrel of shame on the medic is if it makes it so you can kill in one shot to the head. If it can lower your shots to kill by 1, then I'd recommend using it if you have it. If not, though, I think this weapon is competent enough to act on its own. I am not going in there. Oh, didn't look like I had to go in there. I gotta stay far away from that guy. That explosion is just too much. There we go. Got him. Finally. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed with this weapon. Granted, I don't have too much to compare it to just yet, because this is the first weapon that I've used so far from the update, because it caught my eye more than any of the other ones. But compared to some of the other weapons that are native to Blitz Brigade, even prior to the June 16th update, I'm very impressed with this. Oh, okay, so we're going to go ahead and give this thing one more round, because we haven't really played much with it yet. We found one game where we were able to shoot people. And then after this, I think I'll do the review for the Dandy or the 2-bit Gangster. So it looks like 3 shots to kill on a Demolisher, and I think a hat, adding that Barrel of Shame hat, probably could have pushed it into the 2 range. So if you have the Barrel of Shame, please do equip it. It can only benefit this weapon with that 25% bonus damage. I'm gonna disconnect this controller. I gotta start tracking these people better. Hold on one second. Let's try this again. Just need a little bit more accuracy with this one, so I think I'm just going to keep the controller disconnected for now. Dang it, the collision on that sniper. Freaking... I forget, there was a game. I think it was Call of Champions that I used to play. Call of Champions, where one of the biggest... where its like biggest feature was that it had collision, and I'm just like, that's not a feature. I feel like games should be all like, we don't have collision, come play our game, and I'll be all like, yes, and then it'll get 1 million downloads. That's exactly how that works. Because I'm not trying to run into my teammates. I am not trying to do that. See, look at this guy. This guy is using the Prototype X, and he is trying so hard, and look at what it got him. Look at what it got him. Everybody who thinks that the Prototype X still needs a nerf, look at this. Just look at that. That's all the proof you need. Man, this gun has a lot of ammo in the clip. This is actually a really good weapon. I don't know why I'm so skeptical about it. I don't know why I'm so like hesitant to give it a really good score. But I think this gun is actually going to get an 8 or 9 out of 9 full bores. This is the first time where I'm actually like not... and it's got persistent damage. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. 9 out of 9. It's got the persistent damage. It's got a whole lot of ammo in the clip. A bunch of potential bonuses. Deals a lot of damage, and with that hat, it could push this damage into 2 shots to kill on a Demolisher, which is saying something. So if you have the gems to spend on this weapon, you're looking for something fun, but you don't know what to pick up from the update yet, highly recommend this guy. I am getting tired of getting one-shotted by a lot of weapons today. I don't know what's going on, but there seems to be a lot of weapons that can just take me out in 600, at a full 600 health. Looks like it has I tell you, that persistent damage is so nice. So like I was saying, 9 out of 9. If you have the gems to spend, go for it. This is a fun weapon, and it's just really fun to look at. It's just a really nice looking weapon, and that reload animation, I could watch that reload animation for a while. Like, this thing is pretty. He just like taps that button right there. Now I'm really excited to try the Dandy and that 2-bit Gangster, because the 2-bit Gangster is the fully automatic pistol, I think. So stay tuned for those, because those honest attempts will be coming soon. Fairly accurate if you burst fire, too. Got him. Am I blinded? I am blinded. I'm just gonna toss a grenade over there and hope it does something, but I don't think it ever will. The way I've seen it, grenades rarely ever do anything. Alright guys, so this game's about to end. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this weapon as much as I do. Let me know if you decide to pick it up. If you have a moment, I would love for you to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. It really does help me out a whole lot. Alright guys, have a great day and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.